woman, the Lord has shown mercy. I've come to return all thanks and praise to the El Roi, the God that sees me. We've been trying for the fruit of the womb for 4 good years. It may seem short, but that journey felt like forever. We've had 3 failed IVF cycles. After the 3rd cycle, my husband and I decided we were done. I personally said I wasn't doing it again because I was not ready to undergo that pain and the agony that comes with the procedure and then the losses that comes with it. And I told my husband at that point that if God was not going to do it, then let it remain undone. I was done. However, he on the other part just said he was done, so he was tired of seeing me go through that kind of pain, that if we're going to try again, we'd rather go through surrogacy. So fast forward to April 2023, we relocated from Lagos to Abuja. On the 27th of September, I had an encounter with Papa where he was ministering to me on the altar in the dream of the night, and he placed his index finger on my left rib, and he was making declaration, counseling, negativity, delay, shame, embarrassment, and all that. And by the time he finished, I went back and sat down on his chair. I walked up to him, knelt down before him, and I told him that everything he said in that while he was making those declarations were correct and all that. So he closed his eyes and lifted his hands to God. And you know him in his usual manner, and his very happy, bubbly self. He was telling God, thank you. And he was very excited, praising God. And then I woke up from the dream. On the first Sunday in October, I told my friend I needed to go to the church and make contact with the altar. I was targeting that window when Papa will ask people with stubborn challenges to go to the altar. So at that point in time, when he made the call, I went to the altar. I made sure I got to the front of the altar. I knelt down there, and like Hannah, I asked God for a child. Not for me, but for his glory and for the sake of his name. And God honored me. On the 9th of September, before communion, Pastor Jerry now made a declaration concerning the fruit of the womb.
I see babies everywhere. I see babies everywhere. Women desirous to carry the fruit of the womb. I announce, carry your babies right now.
And I laid down on the floor in my parlor and I told God I was grateful. Like, it was done. That was all that I needed. I just needed that word about the fruit of the womb from Pastor Jerry's mouth, and that was it. So we left and went, and the pregnancy was positive. The journey was smooth. There was no challenge at all. 19th of April, I had to be rushed to the theater for an emergency C-section because my baby's heartbeat was dropping. I was in the theater. When they brought her out, they said her pulse rate was 2. Then it moved up to 5, it moved up to 7, and then to 15, and that was it. Well, yeah, my baby survived. I've come to give all thanks and praise to God that he has shown me mercy. The devil wanted to stop this, but mercy said no. I want to thank God today that I have my evidence in my hand. This is my beautiful baby girl. Her name is Dogza. I name her Dogza because I have seen the glory of God. If it wasn't the glory of God, I don't know what that is. I don't know what anybody will call it. Someone said to me that some people will say they saw Nwe, but for me, I have seen the glory of God.